Hello, everyone. My name is Keyu, and today I am going to do a presentation about trust and leadership. So, first of all, let's talk about what is trust in organization. So, trust means that employees expect their leaders to treat them well, and as a consequence, are comfortable being open with leaders. And why the trust is important is because it is beneficial for the teamwork. It will increase the productivity within the companies. It will increase employees' individuals' performance, and ultimately, it will help the company to make better decisions, not only for the employees themselves, but also for the leadership, the management, and the company as a whole. So, what leaders can do to show that they are actually very trustworthy? So, first of all, they should be very transparent. The reason why I mentioned the transparent is because the leaders has to be transparent and have a certain degree of openness so that the employees can know what is going on and everything can be on the same page so that employees won't doubt if there's any hidden information behind them and so that they can be better devoted to, working on the expectation and goals set by the company. And second is about the consistencies. So the leaders need to be consistent about what they say and what the expectations of the companies or for the leaderships themselves, and they have to, make sure what they say is consistent without being changed all the time so that the employees can have a certain level of comfort so because they know what their leader says will be realized ultimately. And lastly, I think it's also important for the leaders to acknowledge that they actually have mistakes. So nobody is perfect, and no leaders are perfect. However, I think show a certain degree of openness about their own mistakes can actually bring the relationship between the employees and the leaders closer, so that the employees can know their leaders are people and they are trustworthy, therefore. And secondly, what the leaders can do to demonstrate that they trust others. I think first and foremost is that they should be honest and supportive. I think it's a very first step to show that the leader's attitude that they would actually, trust the employees and other people. And secondly, I think it's to show the empathy that the leaders acknowledge the effort and all the devotions from their employees. And it's also, linked to the fourth point I want to make here is the appreciation. The leaders need to show something, either it's from, more incentive or more acknowledgement within the company about certain people's effort to show the leaders that actually appreciate their, dedications. Um, I think it's a very good gestures for the leaders to show that they actually trust others and they actually appreciate other people's work. And I think last but not least is the leaders should always provide the feedbacks. I think the action to provide feedbacks is actually a signal that leaders is reading or have some degrees of reflections about other people's work to show that they actually care about other people's how they want to complete this work, how they would like to move forward, and then provide the feedbacks so that they trust to show the leaders actually trust the employees decisions and work, but they also as the leaders they have to provide the feedbacks. Okay, so last slide will be about how can leaders create a climate of trust and facilitate relationship among people in a work team. So there's a couple of things I want to mention about these questions. So first of all, it's always about the positive relationship. Without a positive relationship, there will be no, trust can be built. So it has to be a positive and healthy relationship within the companies. And secondly, one has to demonstrate the expertise and judgment so that the leaders have to have certain level of expertise and judgment so that the employees and the followers can look up to them and follow their vision and goals without any doubt, without questioning the expertise and the judgment from the leadership. With if such doubt is emerging with that company, the leadership will no longer be effective, and therefore there will not be too much trust within the company. And last but not least, I think the leaders should be consistent. I mentioned in the previous slide, you should have your commitment, and you need to keep the promise you make, no matter it's about the incentive to the employees, no matter it's about how the leaders will behave in certain situations, so that the followers can always have certain level of expectations and they are comfortable. They can have something to expect so that they can put more trust into the company, into the leadership, because they know the result if followed by their devotions and dedications. Thank you.